Hello everyone, welcome to another walk then. We're going through Fitz Park again. We're supposed to be walking around the lake, but I think we're going in the wrong direction. I have put sunblock on, but I think it was a little bit premature because the sun was shining for a couple of minutes when we left the cottage, but now it's not. Oh, and there's some men running about. We might get overtaken by lots of runners, so we best go to one side and we'll see what today brings. Oh, look at that, folks. Isn't that lovely? A rainbow. Just noticed it. Oh, it's spitting. It's spitting. That's why we've got the rainbow. Lovely. Well, I've only just been able to get the camera back out because we've had a bit of a shower, but I had a word with the Lord, him upstairs, and I said, you know, please, can you see your way clear to stopping it? And within 2 minutes, it stopped. Well, there's a few spits and spats, but it's fine. We're now walking along somewhere. Back there is Keswick, and that peak up there is where we were yesterday. That's Latrig. So we're walking towards a little, I don't know if it's a village, you call it a village, I don't know, but it's called Portin Scale, I think. So it's a little bit, yes, here we are, footpath to Portin Scale. There's some motorhomes, I think, up here. It wasn't due to rain until 11, a shower. It's not 11 yet. It was supposed to be fine, but I think, fingers crossed, we'll be okay. But as I said earlier, we're not letting the rain stop us going out. If I want to stay indoors all day, I might as well have stayed at home. Not coming to the Lake District and staying in a cottage. No way. Who's hey. So we're just about to approach a little bridge that takes us into Porting Scale. We're just crossing the bridge, but the Lord has decided to defy me. How dare he? It's raining again. I think this is still the River Greta. I can't think it'd be another one. I can't be filming too much. I don't want the camcorder getting wet. I don't think it's water resistant, but anyway, even in the rain it's still beautiful. It's quite sort of a fine misty rain, you know, it's not we've had some different rain. Come on, Daisy. We've had some really sort of heavy rain as well, but here we go into Porting Scale. And cyclists dismount. Well, it's still raining, but we've got a bit of shelter in this wooded area. Still getting a few. Don't show your bottom. So we're walking upwards now, upwards and onwards. There's cars going by down there. Hopefully, or there's somebody running. Hopefully we'll get some view towards the top of this. The sun is peeking through the trees. It's still raining. Poor Daisy. She's wet through, wet as an otter's pocket. But oh, you've got to be careful here. Lots of exposed, what do they call those? Roots, that's it. Lots of exposed roots to trip over. In fact, Mark hasn't gone arse over tit yet, which is surprising for holiday walking in the lakes, because normally he does have a spectacular fall. Whew. Oh, I'm getting out of breath. So we've got some lovely bit of light peering through the trees. I think before too long we should, if I remember correctly, we should be coming out to the edge of Derwent Water. Careful, Rog. You don't want to go A over T, do you? No, right. Better stop filming now because it's probably slippy and it looks like we're going down a bit of a slope. Look, the sun. The sun's coming out. Let Daisy off. Where is she? Oh. She's no longer tethered to me. Ah, yeah. You don't mind it once we're out, do you, love? She'd rather not come out in the first place, but I think once she's out, hopefully. I think we're coming to a field at the end here. I think there's a sty. We've done this walk before. We've done it this way and the other way. We're not doing too much walking as far as big walks. Come on, Daisy. I say, well, the weather's restricting us and having the dogs. But we have done an awful lot of the fells around here and other parts. Because before we discovered Keswick, we stopped our first Windermere. Our first holiday in the lakes was in Windermere, and then in Bowness on Windermere, and then from then on it's been Keswick every time. And this is our third cottage we've tried in Keswick. So we're coming up to the Linghome Kitchen and Walled Garden. Ooh. Oh, it's a road here. Not sure if we should put the dogs back on the lead now. Oh, but at least look, the sun. Which way is it? Oh, we've got to keep dogs on the lead at all times, it says, and clean up any mess, which we always do. Well, Mark does. Oh, look, they accept groups, dogs, muddy boots too. Muddy boots. There's somebody with a fetish. Right. Well, oh no, it's okay. I think we can leave the dogs free because we're going through this path here. Here we go. A miles without stiles route. Ah, that means we're not having to go over stiles then. I think this is wheelchair friendly. They've got some wheelchair friendly walks, haven't they? You'd need an all-terrain wheelchair, I think, to push. I think, if I'm wrong, or correct me if I'm wrong, mister, as we go across here, do we sort of go across these wooden bridges over sort of marshy land?
I believe we do.
Oh, now what's this in this field? Can they be alpacas? Or goats? What are they? Up here. I think, are they alpacas, dear? I don't know.
Savannah. What do they call those things that were in the desert with a hump?
Camels.
Camel, yes. They sort of have a profile.
I think, yeah, they're either llamas or alpacas. Right, come on, let's go. Come on.
Look, there's a pheasant as well.
A pheasant?
Yeah.
A fucking pheasant?
There's a pheasant plucker's son.
A pheasant, how does that rhyme go?
A pheasant plucker's son.
A pheasant plucker's son? No, isn't there a full rhyme to that?
Say it.
Pheasant plucker's son?
You end up saying rude words. So.
Pheasant plucker's son, pheasant plucker's son, pheasant plucker's son. Well, I'm not saying anything rude. Pheasant plucker's son. What's rude about that? Well, we're still walking along. You can still hear the rain. But, you know, it's all good, clean fun, isn't it? But I've dirtied my trousers. I've only got 2 pairs of walking trousers, so...
What, you shat yourself?
No, I haven't shat myself, Mark. No, he has, though. Since he brought it up, he did. And he had to go into M&S and buy some briefs.
Oh, you wrong there.
Oh, sorry, what was it? Debenhams?
Debenhams.
So at least he admits it. So that's a warning for you,
and
folks.
I've still got them now.
He's still got the sloggy briefs he bought.
That's right, they've washed
They were
very
sloggy
well.
for men. They sloggy do women's knickers, but they were sloggy for men. But yes, I don't know how it happened, but He soiled himself like a baby. So I always bring that up whenever I can. And so he's just reminded me. So now all my YouTube listeners and viewers know that my partner, an adult man, has shat himself.
I hope you use that term partner loosely.
Very loose. He's my business partner.
Good.
We're out into the open now, walking through sort of, it's quite marshy, a bit boggy. I think we're coming to some sort of raised wooden platform things. Up there, I don't know if you can quite see that peak, that's called Cat Bells. We've done that a few times. It's not really dog friendly, to be honest. I mean, it's fairly steep. Most of the way's okay, but there's a sort of couple of bits in Cat Bells where you'd have to sort of pick the dog up and try and fling them or put them in a rucksack, you know, because they couldn't scramble up. It's a tiny bit of rock climbing required, but it's only a little part of it. But you get some lovely views of Keswick at the top of there, but sadly we won't be going up Cat Bells this trip. It's raining again. Never mind, still having a good time, and I hope you're having a good time watching me walking around the Lake District and watching Daisy looking like a drowned rat. Okay, I better stop filming for now because my camera's getting wet. Right, here we are. We're at Hawes End Centre. That's, of course, the traditional Oldie English word for prostitute. And it's called Hawes End. I mentioned this in another video, a much older video that I haven't uploaded yet. But it's where a prolific 18th century serial killer used to bury all the whores he murdered. We might be going on the boat. We don't know. We might be catching a boat. We're looking at the summer timetable. What time is it now, though? I've no idea.
I don't know, it's probably about... I'd say probably about that time.
We can't catch a boat if we don't know the proper time, do we?
No, when you're walking along the coastline...
Yes.
Sure.
Have you... Oh, get oofed. Have you not got your iPhone on you? At least.
Yes, I have. Come on.
Oh, we're going down here?
Yes, and then we're just going to walk along the...
Oh, we're walking down here, and we'll probably be coming to the edge of the lake.
Oh.
There's Molly having a bit of an explore. She loves it, does Molly. She goes around sniffing everywhere. Daisy, she stays on the chosen path. So we're just about to come to the edge of Derwent Water. We might see some ducks. Wouldn't that be fun, folks? Let's hope Molly doesn't go in there. Oh, now there. I believe they call that a jetty. We're taking a photo, are you? Won't come out very well on your iTelephone. Oh, there's a boat.
Well, that's Hawes Getty, is it?
Hawes Getty? Getty?
Hawes End.
Hawes. Oh, look. Look, folks. That's why it's called the Lake District, you know. Because there's lots of lakes. And it's brightened up a bit. You're going in the lake, Mark. Was that intentional? So here's a sign. Cat Bells is 1/3 of a mile or 15 minutes away. And Portinscale is 50 minutes away. We've never been walking 50 minutes, have we? That's 1.5 miles to get 50 minutes. No, that's snail's pace. Ah, there's things coming up. Oh, I can't wait so we can see. He's spoiling my thing. He's coming in, Mr. Boatman. So let's go see if we can find these whores that are buried at Hawes End. I think they allow dogs on the boat. They should do. They allow dogs in a lot of places. In shops and restaurants. Cafes more than restaurants, I suppose. But here we go. As you can see, the little boat is causing waves. Oh, that's nice. It's warming up now. I think, hopefully, that will be the last of the showers. and we can enjoy the rest of this little ramble without getting piss wet through. Even Daisy's venturing a bit further away from me. She's feeling a bit braver, look. Yeah, it's completely different. Well, it's not that much different walking with dogs, I suppose, than on your own. But Molly is certainly an outdoorsy dog. Daisy's more of a stay on the sofa in the warm dog. But look, she doesn't look too traumatised, does she? I think she's enjoying it. I wonder if Molly's going to have a little bit of a dip in the lake later. Who knows? Oh look, there's quite a lot of people about actually. At the top of that fell. Oh no, that is Cat Bells. Yes, it is. That's Cat Bells. Can you see it? So I don't know what it's going to be like in peak season. We never come to the lake's peak season when the schools are out. Cost a lot more money for one, but it's also a lot busier. So September after the school's gone back is our preferred time. This time last year we would have been in East Grinstead, West Sussex, which was an enjoyable walk through memory lane for me. And there he is, sat on a rock. Cock in a frock on a rock.
What's that?
But he hasn't got a rock. I mean, he hasn't got a frock on. Oh, look at that, folks.
What are you looking at?
Well, I don't know, it's some water. Just thought I'd say something, look at that, folks. Looks like there's some... Well, I'm showing my viewers, there's some people from overseas that might not have seen the water. They might have not been anywhere where there is a waters. The United States is a big place. There might be somebody watching from Texas. They might not have access to lovely water. Pardon?
You'll be offering to put them up.
I'm not putting anyone up. Not with the house looking like it is. Oh look, there's the little boat tootling off to take the lazy folk who can't be bothered to walk all the way round to go to the other side. Now at the other side, a bit further up, nearer Keswick, is a theatre. The theatre by the lake. And we've been there to see an Alan Bennett play a few years back, which was quite enjoyable until they said a naughty word. Was it the C or the F word?
They said the C word.
They said the C word, and all the middle class ladies, and
intake of breath.
there was an intake of breath and an uncomfortable shuffle from all the middle class ladies in the audience. Of course, I'm a man of the world. I've heard that word before, the C word. I'm not going to say it.
Where did you hear it first from?
I don't know where I heard it first. I really don't. But it took me a long time before I could say it. A lot of. Oh, have you got some? Mark's got some treats out for the dogs. Daisy's funny. These are grain-free dog treats with salmon, pooch and mutt. Molly will have it, but Daisy's a bit funny. She doesn't like to eat out of doors.
No,
Has she eaten it?
They are ethical, natural, healthy, made in the UK, award-winning. Grain-free dog treats are 75% salmone.
Oh, 75% salmon. Well, they're no good for me then.
Yep, 75% salmone.
Now we're coming up to something very odd. These are actual giant's hands, fossilised. You'd get an awful lot of Maltesers in that, wouldn't you? For some reason, I don't know if it's a local custom, people have put coins in there. Perhaps it's like a wishing well, but it's a wishing hand. rot on that finger, isn't it?
Water is wide, I cannot get o'er, and neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that will carry two, and both shall row, my love and I. Oh, down in the meadows the other day, a gathering flowers, both fine and gay, a gathering flowers, both red and blue. I little thought what love can do. I put my hand into one soft bush, thinking the sweetest flowers to find. I pricked my finger right to the bone and left the sweetest flower behind. I leaned my back against some oak, thinking that he was a trusty tree, but first he burned it and then he broke, and so did my false love to me. A ship there is, and she
to a very nice house, and it's for sale. I do have a lottery ticket that I've not checked. Oh, there's a car coming. Let's just move to the side. That's very nice. Obviously there is access. See, I want a house big enough to be able to keep a motorhome, just a small one. So that's for sale with Savills. That will cost a fair few pounds, I expect. Let's just go. Ooh, look at that lovely arched window in the middle. Oh yeah, probably would need some work doing. New windows and things. I'd have to have wood windows, not new PVC. Oh, that'd do me. That'd do me fine. Yep, right. So it's for sale now, and I could, at the cottage somewhere, I could be holding on to a winning lottery ticket. So I must find it, and then we can have a look at it. It's a little bit out of the way, but it's peaceful, isn't it? Oh, there's another house. But I don't like that one. No, I don't like that one. No. Yeah, the house up there, I think that's for me. My lakeside retreat. Fairly near the lakes. Well, the lake. We can't see it for the trees, but that would be nice. It looked very nice, that. Oh yes. Very nice indeed.
Hello, Dave.
Not in his wee Daisy. Oh, I think he's got everything. I was going to have a lovely shot. You wouldn't have seen anything X-rated, you'd have just seen a little yellow stream. But I think he's more or less finished. I think he's just shaking the end now. So we're off the road and walking through some lovely woodland on this moss. It's like walking on a natural carpet. Ooh. A plush velvety pile through these woods. We're going down, aren't we, Mole? We're going down to, I think, the lake. Who sang that? Was that Haircut 100? Down to the lake I fear. Oh, sugar. Oh, I nearly went arse over titty. Don't want to be doing that holding this. Oh, well. The sun's staying shining, but there's ominous clouds in the sky. We're sort of walking back down. We walked through the woods and we're back on the road now, so the dog's on the leads, but I think we're trying to find a jetty somewhere. So I believe we're going to be catching one of the boats to take us to the other side, which will cut our journey a bit short, because I don't fancy, we have done it, we have done the whole walk before. It's getting breezy now. We have done it, but it's quite a walk for the dogs, especially. Molly would be fine, but Daisy, you know. Well, Daisy has continued to gather all sorts of crap on her tail and backside, so that's going to be a job later. So I think we're hoping to find somewhere to catch a little boat that takes us all the way to the other side, near to where the theatre on the lake is, I think, which is fairly close to the town centre, so whew, that'll be good. Anyway, it stayed dry. Odd bits of drizzling here and there. Quite varied terrain we've been walking today, isn't it, really? Lots of different things. Oh, it's all good, isn't it? It's all good. We've just been debating what this, ooh, little bird, what this jetty thing's made out of. Mark is insisting it's made of wood, and I'm thinking, no, it's not, it's plastic. Pretty sure that this is plastic, which is a far better idea than wood, because it's not going to rot, is it? Anyway, I had a feel of it, and it does feel like plastic. I mean, it's a wood effect, but it is plastic. The door, James. Oh, heck. Oh, this is metal. Oh, Daisy. Come on. Oh, I just felt someone push me from behind, Mark. I could have sworn there was somebody behind. And there isn't. No, push me forward as if to say, get on with it.
Wow.
Well, I think somebody... Oh, we're being... Will you show yourself on camera? I really thought somebody had pushed my rucksack. Did you do it?
It's the wind.
It wasn't the wind, it felt like a hand pushing on my rucksack.
That wasn't me either.
Wow. So one of my dead relatives is possibly here with us. Oh well, you're welcome to tag along. Right folks, we've reached the flooded area and I don't fancy wading through like that, Jack. So we're going to have to, unfortunately, go back the way we came, which is something I hate doing. Well, the detour is taking us further and further away from the cottage and our afternoon tea. And it looks like we won't be able to get that little boat now. Mark's even saying we're going to have to catch... Oh, I daren't say it. Public transport. A bus. A bus, can you believe it? I haven't been on a bus in years. Anyway, I've said to him, he'll have to do the asking. 1 adult, 1 child and 2 dogs, please. I'll just suck my thumb and keep my hood up. I think I'll pass for a juvenile. Oh dear. Anyway, all these people are doing the same detour, I think. Never mind. Well, we got to the bus stop and it was like God's waiting room. And we had to wait 20 odd minutes. I said, no. So we're walking along the road to the next bus stop and we'll pick up the bus there. So hopefully it won't be too far. Well, that was an eventful bus ride. A lot of scraping along the edge. Anyway, right, we're back in Keswick town and absolutely knackered. So that's the end of today's walk. Hope you enjoyed it. See you tomorrow.